early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down, here's Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Able to power through. And now the juke.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to Pierce.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Dameon Pierce, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Herbert.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
More the motion man right. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Crowd right. 21.
Herbert just beat the play clock. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
59. Let's go.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Herbert's throw caught by Tony. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And taken right at the 35. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Vikings at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Herbert operating from the red zone. Goes right back to McBride. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
That's out quickly to London. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second down, here's Hurts. Looking for London on the out route complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Gets this one to the tight end, Charles. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
But first down, Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Pierce now up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now off to the races down the right side. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. Touchdown! DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. 63. They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A run for Pierce out of the gun. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brad Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Moore, the man in motion.
Go. 5-9. Hey, ram. Ready.
Here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Herbert on first down now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Gets it off to Freeman. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Pierce will try to pick it up.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford it. Well, Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. That's brought in downfield by London. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Throwing is Hurts. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got the connection to Moore. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
21. Set.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got this downfield to McBride. Touchdown! Trey McBride, his first touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. Rolling to his right. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. But first down, Hurts. Flushed out right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Pierce will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
We're getting set up for what should be a great fourth quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. On first down, it's Herbert. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Herbert. This is taken in by McBride. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete there to Moore.
Touchdown, Vikings! DJ Moore with career touchdown number 70. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Hurts. That's complete to Pierce. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Give left side for Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. All fighting off the defender. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles answered back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Vikings 42.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
The 28-yard line.
Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Herbert now. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Go. 5-9. Hey, ram. Go.
Throwing, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd down, goal to go. Herbert to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. First things first here, they got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Herbert going to throw.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. That's caught, and he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the two-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Philadelphia, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.